This is Carol Myers, and I'm responding to question one, how to mitigate learning loss among our most vulnerable students, special needs, lower income students. Unfortunately, with this COVID, it has become much more difficult for these children to do the distance learning that so many of the other high school and middle school students are doing. However, I think it's just imperative that the district try to get these students, our most vulnerable students, back to some kind of a learning pod center, be it at one of the classrooms in their local school. And we're talking about probably no more than 10 to 12 students maximum in a classroom, of course, with a teacher. San Francisco Unified seems to have developed an interesting strategy. They realized that they had children that just were not getting the right, they couldn't access the distance learning adequately. So they selected 800 of their neediest children. Of course, the district population is 53,000. And they put them in these various learning pods, about 10 students to a pod. And they attended school from 8:30 to 5:30, got 3 meals. They had a teacher, they had instruction, they had everything that we would hope our classrooms can provide. And of course, it's been so difficult for school districts to do this. I don't think we can fault them too much. COVID descended on us quite quickly, and I think this San Jose Unified in particular, Superintendent Almiron did the best she could, and nobody I know is happy with distance learning, but it is what it is. We have to make the best we can, but however, I think we do definitely need to get some of our most vulnerable, neediest students into a learning situation, either at their local school. What San Francisco Unified did is they outsourced to community centers, rec rooms, and I don't know why they didn't use the classrooms. For some reason they didn't. However, they had a budget of about $60 million that they could take these 800 students, from 8:30 to 5:30 and provide all of the resources. So that's one situation, and I know San Jose Unified is doing the best it can, but we're just simply not going to be able to fully mitigate the learning loss under these circumstances. We're just going to have to do the best we can and hope. I think the district is being successful in doing what they can do, but we all know it's not enough. And in terms of evaluation, we certainly don't have testing, but I think you can rely on the individual teachers that can eventually access this small select group of students and have them do some type of evaluation, which would have to take the place of testing or whatever else you want to call it. In order to fully return students to the classroom, we're going to have robust testing. And right now we don't have the funds, nor do we have the administrative setup to do this. So I think we need to look at robust testing and, of course, contact tracing. And the students that are the neediest, of course, are suffering the most. And nobody intended this or wants this to continue, but we have to deal with what we're having to deal with. And I think overall, San Jose Unified has done the best that they can do. It's never enough, but it is what it is, and we have to sit there and be supportive of the superintendent and her staff, and just hopefully there will be some best practices that teachers can bring back, and we could check with other school districts. I think I was really impressed with what San Francisco Unified was doing with only 800. 800 is a drop in the bucket when they have a population of 53,000. But it is something, and I think we just need to do things in small increments and just hope that eventually this COVID thing will get a vaccine or it will become less of a problem. So again, those are my thoughts, and this is Carol Myers, and I appreciate sharing this with you.